To beating some very good teams this season, including just a few nights ago at home against Auburn. The problem in that game, over to the wing, Givens lets loose a three and missed it, skying for the rebound. We talked about Johnson. There's a great take on the other end by Shedrick.
In his third season here in Baton Rouge. It's hard.
I always love about our conversations with Coach Matt McMahon. He always gives you a number or two that come
of the year.
You won't see Johnson pass up many opportunities like that inside the paint. There's an and one. Speaking of guys who aren't going to. LSU trailing by a deuce. Givens.
So you got to shoot that.
Strong take and thundering it home. That might be the dunk of the year for LSU. Texas comes run, folks.
Jai Bailey, get on your tramp. My goodness.
That is over a six. Caden Shedrick.
There's a dunk, there's a slam, and then
former Richmond Spider. Jump hook shot that time misses everything for Bailey.
There's one too many stop and starts.
Baseline drive and 16 teams.
Shedrick off to a good start offensively. He's only been in double figures 8 times. As a matter of fact,
overall record for a Sweet 16 squad. He was leading the Racers of Murray State and won Ja Morant to the tournament. There's a step back baseline jumper and Johnson around the screen. Johnson. Couple moves down low, and there's a shot in the paint. So we've seen the mid.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like LSU's in any kind of flow offensively.
A little bit out of sync. That'll. Post down low. Miller doubled and then threw it away. And that was the problem against Auburn. Passes right in the passing lane. Here, shot clock under 5. Here comes Sears downhill, high off the window and in. Tough shot
in the lineup.
I'm sure everybody picked up on that. Yes, we are the enviable 3-hole in the lineup where you typically
miss, especially with the season-ending injury to Jalen Reed.
Tough shot in traffic.
He draws a lot of attention, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does. Top of everybody's scouting report. Step back 3 from the corner. Nuts.
Chest inside. A bigger guy. Collins inside.
Oh, great shot right in.
Point guard in the NBA. Oh, there's a roll you would never get in the county fair.
Tough shot by Arthur Kaluma, but an offensive rebound.
Smart tip out by Pryor.
Texas dominating the glass early on, and that's going to be where he fits right now. Shot clock at 3, at 2. Beautiful take. I'll take better. Spread the floor. And how about a jump hook shot? At the performance by Missouri. I've been high on Coach Gates' team for a while. Great stick-to-itiveness. Johnson will be the trigger man. From the corner. Into the waiting hands of Julian Larry. Back up top for a wide open Shedrick 3. And Shedrick has an. And then Kaluma sets it up. Big time top. Top floor block by the high rising Damian Collins. And then a bucket on the other end, I believe. Damian Collins, who really was forced into a larger role. When this team lost Jalen Reed early in the season as Jalen Reed.
Yeah, he was their best player block to block on both ends of the floor. That's the kind of shot I think
off the curl. Johnson, great dime and a stuff. All set up by the freshman.
Yes.
But LSU is very much in this game.
It's just not there.
Nope. Pope, beautiful dime, and they're asked to take on nearly as much of the scoring load in Austin with all the other weapons that this team has, including this guy right here. That is an NBA move for Texas as it swells to 10. Nice take and a strong finish. Thing but the finish. Now Texas the other way. Johnson defers. Strong finish in transition. It's Kaluma. A great decision that Carter wanted a foul on the contact, doesn't get it. Mark with an easy bucket the other way, and that's going to lead to a timeout. In addition to that great shot and silky smooth skill set. He's got an NBA body, and he's only going to get stronger. Wiener, and a great performance continues for Texas. They work it around the horn. Great pass by the freshman to the weaving veteran Arthur Kaluma.
If the freshman Arthur Kaluma was standing right next to you, and he talked about don't put so much pressure on yourself.
Right.
Let the game come.
And he certainly let it come, and so is Texas as a whole right now, is playing behind Mason Taylor, the starter. Three ball from the corner. A flat-out facial 11 years ago when he got the job.
Yes.
Wow. That's a turnaround, folks. Deep three. Oh, no. Look now.
He needed to get going offensively.
He shoots 37 from behind the arc. Nice move.
For just a minute, I want to go back to the Kentucky-Arkansas game. You know, I wrapped his arms around that state, taking that job, raised a lot of money in years, and I think deserves,
the conference than
right.
John Calipari when this league was not the toast of the town.
Right.
Which we're now seeing in full effect. Pope, beautiful rise and fire off the. Only hit 6 threes. You will never convince me. The mid-range shot is a bad shot if you got guys.
In terms of league play at the three-point line, they only shoot 28.5%. They only in this analytical world, but they have some marvelous mid-range shooters.
They do, and there's reminding. Every time he goes up, you've got to let him 10.
You do know that Matt McMahon loves having Victorious Miller back on the court, though. Had that bad ankles going. That's the only way LSU can play at its ceiling.
Yeah, they had to have that against a Texas team with all kinds. Strong dime by Carter.
And Tennessee winning short-handed. So what's Missouri's reward on the schedule for winning today?
In the equation, and what player everybody's going to take. Oh my goodness.
Shadowed him the entire way. Texas does not do a lot of switch.
Collins. Oh, nice move.
Texas is in a flow. They were not in the flow offensively in the first one.
No, they have definitely gotten into a great rhythm in this second half. This guy's always in rhythm. How about that? That's just one of those.
Next level, good. Here's Mark again, just shadowing. Carter makes that, but that Lenardi had him on this morning. They just don't turn the ball over. For a team that relies on a lot of isolation, the Longhorns had 0 quad 1 wins.
Right.
So when you talk about winning at Oklahoma and then the back-to-back ranked wins over Missouri.
Jeez, put me on the spot, why don't you? All right, I will go upset, and I will go Saquon and Philly.
Okay.
How about defensive line creating holes for the 2,000-yard rusher? Nice stick back. Athletically, he's at the top of the list for Texas, and he's only going to get better with time.
That's the best look LSU's had all game.
Best look.
Isolation.
Mark gets a friendly bounce.
Bottom 3 of the league in league play, around 28%. I'm going to say, how about Boogie Flan, who's out for the year?
Right. Can't say enough about the job. Under 2 minutes to play. Spoken like a true ball-hogging player. There's an and one in making the field of 68.
They may get off that list with this win.
Absolutely.
So I really felt like, okay, if they could get one here, then maybe they go on the road with a little momentum. Now they're going to have to find momentum in Athens.
Wow. Impressive to watch. Again, it was a 6-point game at the half. But Texas, with 58 points in the second half, cruised to victory, and the Longhorns now 4-5 in conference play. 89-58 your final score. Mark Wise, some final thoughts.
Well, again,